Hey y'all, welcome to Redneck Rhapsody. I'm back with another really delicious sweet treat for you. We're going to be making what I had help from Boy Wonder naming. This is an Elvis Inspired Elixir. We're gonna do a cocktail version and a mocktail version. I'm gonna start out with the mocktail though, because I can add to it and do a little bit of things that I can't with my other. So, this is my trusty smoothie maker. Best blender I think we've ever had. Bought it years ago, $14.99. I will tell you the spigot's a little funky, wonky on it because it drips after you use it. And a couple of quick tips just to give you some good advice because of us not doing it so well. The liquid gets up in here. If you get one of these, make sure you take it apart on the bottom. And this is my second piece of advice, so we'll just cover it as we go. That little gasket and all your funky stuff, especially if you're using fresh fruit and you get into like using milk and things that would sour, you always want to make sure that you take this apart when you're cleaning it. Pull the gasket off, scrub underneath it really good, leave it all apart while it dries well so it doesn't get a mildew and have any stuff around it. And you always want to make sure you get the gasket back in there so it seals it, or while you're mixing liquids it will just ooze out, because we've had that happen too. But that little spigot's
really hard to clean up in there, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but you see how my finger disappears, y'all? See my finger disappears, because it goes up in that hole, and you gotta be careful, the blades are sharp. But you wanna make sure you take it apart, and if you have like a bottle brush, I went and bought in the baby section, a little bottle brush cleaner, and bend it, and we can scrub up in there and get all the nasty out. But you wanna make sure you always get that washed very well before you put it up and store it, or the next time you take the lid off, you'll have a surprise! And it'll probably about knock you out, make you sick and wanna gag, and you really don't know if you wanna use this skin or not for anything, because it smells like it needs to go in the trash can because it's been in the sewer. Just saying.
just trying to help you out there, friends. So what we want to do with this mocktail version of our Elvis Inspired Elixir is we want to use ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And I'm not going to make a huge version of this, but my boy Wonder back there, he'll love it because he's not quite 21 yet. So I'm just going to use 2 scoops of, this is a fudge swirl ice cream, and one of our favorite milkshakes on the planet anytime we go anywhere is a chocolate and banana shake with nuts. That's just how we roll. He was born on my birthday. He likes a lot of things his mama likes, as bad as he hates to admit it, he does. He likes it. So I used 2 of the fudge swirl, and I'm gonna throw about 2.5 of the vanilla in. I've had my ice cream sitting out a little while, so it'd make it easier for me to dip. And my tip on drinks, I've got a bag laying here, so you can tell I'm not just making this up. That bag is frozen bananas, y'all. And if you go to my post, you're gonna read, and this is frozen bananas. Looks yucky, doesn't it? Well, after you have them open for a while, in the freezer for a while, they get a little dark. So, yes, they'll get a little dark, and see they break in chunks. But frozen bananas are great to use where you don't have to use ice and make it all melted down and everything. I had thrown these in a bowl over here, yeah, if I can get anything out of my mouth today, just with some warm water so it would get them to kind of thaw for me. That's about a banana. And I'm gonna put about 2 in this for him. And yes, they get yucky looking the longer they're in your freezer, but guess what, y'all? They're gonna taste great. They still taste like bananas because they're still fine. In the inside, it still looks fine. Yes, it's a little dark, but it'll be all right. I promise it won't taste bad, y'all. So, that's that part of that. You have bananas, and you have a little bit of fudge ice cream, and then vanilla ice cream. And now, that's about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and that's probably about 2 tablespoons. I've got a teaspoon right here. Yeah, don't look at that, because it's what I had back here. That's why I made it really fat and gloppy on top. And then we're gonna take some milk. And just because I didn't get a big measuring cup, that's 2.5 ounces. That's 2.5 ounces. So that's 5 ounces. And that's about 7.5 ounces. So about 8 ounces of milk, which is 1 full cup. So about a cup of milk. We'll just go with that. And pulsing helps y'all. If it's acting like it's all froze up, just pulse it a little bit so you can get some liquid down around the blades. So let's pour this up and let's see what it tastes like. So basically you have a peanut butter banana with a hint of fudge milkshake. And if you don't like it this thick, all you gotta do is add a little bit more water and it'll be fine. But I don't have a straw over here, and yeah, I'll have to get me a fresh spoon in just a minute, but let's see. It's pretty dang good, y'all. Yep, it's good. I'm a happy girl. So we figured out for our mocktail of our Elvis Inspired Elixir, you're gonna need
2 scoops of vanilla, 2 scoops of, we had fudge swirl. If you just want to use vanilla, that's fine. We had about 4 scoops, 4.5, 5, something like that. It'll give you 2 glasses that will hold about 14, 16 ounces. So it'll give you 2 good serving sizes between like a small and a medium. If you have a Sonic, you know what I'm talking about, shake. And instead of just using like 8 ounces of milk, you're gonna need 12 ounces. You're gonna need a cup and a half of milk, because it was a little too thick and hard to get through the straw like that. So you're gonna want 4 to 5 scoops of ice cream, a cup and a half of milk. I put 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in it, and we use 2 frozen bananas. So that's what you need if you're gonna do a mocktail Elvis Inspired Elixir.
To the goodie stuff. I am so excited about doing this. This turned out really, really well the other day. We're gonna pray and hope that it turns out that good today. With that being said, let me start scooping. I have a cup with warm water that I've been keeping my scoop in. It's easier to scoop ice cream, but this has been sitting out for a little bit, so we're gonna try not to drip everywhere, y'all. And no, I did not wash my blender because I'm using almost the same exact ingredients. So there you go. I'm doing 3 scoops because this makes a little bit more. This recipe is gonna make it very flavorful. So I use 3 scoops of the fudge swirl. And I'm gonna use, typical video for me. If I don't make at least one mess, I'm not doing it right, y'all. For all of you that are joining Redneck Rhapsody for the first time, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you come back and hang out with us. And make sure, all of you, look down below, hit the red button, the subscribe. Yeah, right down there. You want to hit subscribe. And then you hit the bell if you don't want to miss any of this. And Lord, I'm making a mess. Typical me. So I'm going to put that over there so I'll quit dripping it everywhere. This is an Elvis Inspired Elixir. It's going to be a peanut butter banana with a hint of fudge. Summer tipsy milkshake. So we're just calling it Elvis Elixir. And if you've never watched one of my videos before, I love frozen fruit. Who doesn't get a bunch of bananas, and before you can eat them all, 1 or 2 are gonna get a little dark. Well, when you take the wrapper off of them, chances are they look about like that. We stuck these in the freezer probably 2 weeks ago. And they can get dark on you, so I'm just giving you a heads up. They may get dark. The ones at the bottom of the bag I probably should have dug out first. They got dark. And if you looked at my first video, I was finishing up a bag that I had that had been in the freezer a little bit longer than this, but they'll keep 6 months or so. We use them for banana nut bread, banana cake, banana drinks, so we always keep frozen bananas around the house. I love to keep chunks of pineapple frozen, mango, things like that, because when I'm making frozen drinks, I'd rather use frozen fruit that I'm making the drink with than I had used just ice cubes and it get watered down. With that being said though, let's finish this recipe, y'all. I found something new. Everybody else has probably already tried it, but I had not. So, it's called skrewball. It's pink. I'm gonna use 3 ounces of this. If you want your drink to be a little bit more peanut butter flavored than what that does for it, you can go ahead and add a spoonful. I would say I would start with just 1 tablespoon because I wouldn't want it heavy duty of the peanut butter. This skrewball whiskey, everybody that likes to do shots around my place, my friends, my family, whatever, they love it. I like it with a little bit, I could do a shot of it with a little bit of the cream bourbon, which is a Rocktown special. You probably could adjust this recipe if you cannot find Rocktown cream bourbon by using like Bailey's. My hands are so sticky, y'all. I don't know if I can get that out. Yep, here it comes. But this is like one of my favorites, and it makes that to where I can actually shoot it without gagging. So I love this cream bourbon. I'm fixing to use rum, so sorry I said that backwards. There's 1 ounce of that in this. And we're gonna use 1 ounce of the Rocktown rum. And I have used this in several drinks now, and I'm a fan. I'm probably gonna do a review of some rums before long. Keep an eye open for it on the blog, but I'm just gonna tell you, this is a smooth, delicious rum. It is an actual blackstrap and cane rum. It's not got a ton of sugar. It's just a really, really good rum. So, if you're looking for some rum, it's the way I would go. Now, this is banana rum, and there's many companies that make different ones in the banana. This one just happens to be the Bacardi. A lot of time I have Cruzan, so I'm just saying it's 2.5 ounces of banana rum. So I'll line these up. That one had 3, that one had 2.5, that was 1 ounce, that's 1 ounce, and we're gonna do 1 ounce of Frangelico. I kept playing with this the other day and playing with it, and it took me just a minute, but by adding the right mix, it came out totally delicious. And that's when I decided I needed to share it with y'all. This is an amazing summer shake, cocktail, frozen drink. You call it whatever you want to. It's a mix of all of this good stuff, and I'm gonna get it started now. If you want it to be dressed up just a little bit. If you have friends coming over and you want it to look a little fancy, this is how you can make it look a little fancy. I had made some chocolate ganache, or if you have any fudge syrup that you want to, which I ought to do the recipe for all of you. And yeah, I've waited long enough that It's gotten a little bit firm again because it came out of the fridge originally. But I save things like that when I make a recipe. I did a cake the other day and I had chocolate ganache left, and I keep it for ice cream topping and drinks and things like that. So this is just my little glass, and you do not by any means have to do this, but if you wanted to impress somebody and for it to look a little bit cool, and if I took my time, this would be a lot prettier. But since everybody's watching, of course, it's not going to do the way I had it looking the other day. Ever. Does anything ever turn out the way you want it to, when you want it to turn out like that? No. So, it isn't just you, y'all. But this is my Elvis Inspired Elixir that my young one in the back of the house helped me name. He heard me talking about what I was going to put in it. He goes, Mom, that sounds like something Elvis would drink. Because, of course, Elvis, we love Elvis. He made banana and peanut butter sandwiches famous. But isn't that pretty? Yes, I got a drip. I got to fix it. It dripped right there. See? Just a little bit of the chocolate on the inside. You won't have much flavor because with it being the ganache, it firmed back up pretty good as soon as the cold hit it. But it's gonna taste delicious, I promise. I'm not gonna mess it up with my lipstick right this minute. I will when we get ready to say goodbye. But I do wanna tell you, I appreciate you taking your time for hanging out with Redneck Rhapsody. I hope you fix you an Elvis Inspired Elixir and let me know if you like it. Try some of these tasty beverages over here in your drinks, or tasty alcohols in your beverages. I said that backwards. But several of them have become favorites of mine. And with that being said, cheers, y'all.